All right, good morning. Market's going to open in a few minutes. We had a very, very red day yesterday, and the market this morning looks like it may want to bounce back. We came right back to our middle Bollinger Band line, and we'll see what happens. These overnight moves can be very interesting to say the least. Okay. Morning, B-dubs. Looks like your call's working out there. Well, I think I'm on the Nasdaq. Sure, the SPY probably has the same form going on. Yeah, if it's anything like our other days, it'll be usually, our pattern lately has been, two or so down days. So maybe it's just one. We just had a very big update. Something else I was kind of noticing here too, maybe making things a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more uncertain maybe, but is that this took out one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, almost seven daily ranges. Or most of these other shorter term drops only took out maybe like one or two. So I'm not sure if that means anything or not. Like this one took a one, two, three. This one only took out three. So it's definitely a more exaggerated downside move than the market's used to making. Um, no history to back any theories on that up, but just something I noticed. Okay. All right, so market's open. Let's see what we got. Wow, it's all green. My entire actionable list is green. Um, that's different. All green to all red. IVR 15%, UAL 13%, Soxel 8, Win, NIOS. So all our usual suspects are up here. Tesla barely up, but we're all green on our actionable lists. Even our global watch list is there's like four stocks red. One of them's TZA, which is the three times short the Russell. Wow. Can't say I was expecting that. Hexo, Skyworks, ALK. Looks like I don't have UAL on my global watch list, which isn't really a surprise. It's not typically a mover. And there it is. It's in the mix here. So yeah, let's see what happens here. I mean, everything going yesterday, everything was red. Today, everything is green. Ah, these, like I mentioned, tricky times. These days are weird to say the least. Okay, so what'd you get there, BW? You got some kind of 300 call. How's that working out? 330 calls. Oh. Yeah, see, I don't trade the SPY. I wasn't really looking at those levels. Um, I don't know if that's a great trade. 330, unless you're just going to sell today at the open, I don't know if I would hold. Personally, BW, just take this into consideration. Yeah, so yeah, you're okay. All right, you're trading the pop. Okay. Yeah, I don't hold that for any period of time. I don't think it's getting a 330 by a week. Was it a week? That that to me doesn't seem accurate. Usually when you start going sideways here or something, you don't jump that high. So as far out of the money as you can. Really? Let's see this. On June 19th. That's as far out of the money as you can get? Nah, they got way out of the money here to 440, my friend. But I mean, 330 is still pretty exaggerated. Yeah, I don't know. That's way too far. I wouldn't be, don't think I'd be holding on to that for very long. So I think you mentioned it was a small trade, so it's probably fine. But hurts 50%. Still looks like nothing. Morning rising. Let's get back down here. So far, not a lot of follow through on this gap. Not yet. I don't know. I kind of felt like a sell-off was a little bit, needed at some point in time. But then for everything to be green, that just seems, I want us to come back, but that just seems excessive. I guess it could happen that everything just goes right back to normal. Seems a little weird. How did AMD end up yesterday? Not fantastic. All the way back down to the 50-day. Now we're gapping up into the 50-day. I don't know. This one may be a market where maybe later in the day it'll kind of find its way and show you the actual reality of the situation. Hard to tell. Like I said, tricky times right now. Oh, we had PG almost red there for a moment. There we go. Something's finally red. That makes more sense. How's Tesla doing? Tesla actually loving the $1,000 at least area. Can't say it's holding at 1,000 obviously, but it's at least holding the area. And that's all you can ask for. What's up, Ellie? Good morning. NIO, as I click on the wrong one. Ellie, everything on my screen was green. The only thing red's Procter and Gamble. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Rob's scared to look. Why? Because it's all red? It's all green. It's all green, which is crazy. Yeah, see, this is the reason why I don't like to short the markets. It's just too much work. A lot of work. If we get like an overt selling signal or something, yeah, I'll do some shorting, but um, nothing preemptive. I don't like to preemptively short the stock market. Not my favorite thing to do. All right. 2% for the NASDAQ. Let's see where we're at and compared to yesterday. So we're kind of in the middle of the run, on the way down at least. Wow, look at that volume on the Qs at the end of the day yesterday. Didn't really move very much lower though. Not really. Yeah, right, Rob? I actually haven't even looked at my positions. Yeah, everything is green. Everything. Oh, Procter Gamble's green again. Oh, now it's SLV's turn to go red. Yeah, it was two red yesterday, it's two green today. As usual, the truth is somewhere in the middle. That's exactly what I thought, Rob. That middle Bollinger Band, it came right down to it yesterday. I do kind of like the Bollinger Bands on the NASDAQ. I think it works out pretty well. Yeah, I like it. I like it. All right, so 1.8%. We opened at about 2% up, or about 1.8% up. Airlines were kind of leading the charge higher here. Look at UAL. We talked yesterday, it was coming right back down to the breakout point, and a pretty big gap up here today, about 12% for UAL. Pretty decent volume this morning. Been able to kind of hold up, which is good. I guess the question from here with the market kind of rebounding, is this going to be a slow rebound or a quick rebound? BA all of yesterday? Wow. Let's check it out. Yeah, pretty much, huh? A little bit way to go, but not much. There's a little gap there too, but that's a nice round trip, that's for sure. The funny thing is the opening ranges are really similar. Not exactly this one opened down here, but they're in this area of the opening range. So I guess the thing to see is how we handle yesterday's high. If we're going to distribute again or if we're going to rocket back up on through. So far, it looks like rocketing's the plan. UAL is already above. And UAL is going for it here. Yeah, not bad. And it's stabilizing. IVR 17. Oh, Genus is up here now. Like must have been higher than that because it's lower. Skyworks, UAL, Soxol, NIO doing fine. Win doing okay. RH. AMD. This is the one to watch, I think. Yeah, we haven't been doing that though, Ellie. It hasn't been a take our time type of a market generally, but I mean, yeah, it would be nice to kind of fudge out a support and resistance area up here. The problem is if the Fed's pumping all that money, it's kind of like trying to hold back a fire hose. You try to throw a kink in the hose to stop the water flow, ain't happening. It's just gonna keep going. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, very aggressive move up today. It's a tough one. Tesla, 1%. Buy more UAL. Yeah, I don't think it's a horrible. I mean, yesterday at the close would have been probably your only opportunity, but that was, I don't know if it was a gamble or not, but catching falling knives usually aren't my thing. I don't like to do that. I'd much rather buy in a support. In a lot of circumstances, these moves will, like Eli said, level themselves out at least for a little bit. But I mean, we've seen moves bounce back. But yeah, if we don't move up a bunch here today, we're at 2.3, so that's higher. But if we don't move up a bunch, then it may be chop time. Yeah, we've already moved up on the Qs. Okay. And UAL pulling back down in right now. Today is going to be interesting. Let me see how this works here. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. I feel like a, I feel like a, I don't know. So I got approval for options level 3 on my E-Trade account, and I feel like I'm learning something new every second. Options give you so many possibilities. So I just put together what's called a call spread, and a call spread is where you buy a call and then sell a call, usually obviously higher up, right? So I put this one on for UAL. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I Rob's going to buy an UAL. I'm thinking something similar. I'm like, okay, maybe I buy my call that I already have, and then I sell a call, right? I sell another call, and I try to bank that premium. Well, apparently that works out really well because it reduces the price of my option by like 30, 40%. That's pretty cool. And it doesn't impact my purchasing power, which is also pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. So we'll see what happens. I haven't pulled the trade yet. I'm thinking about it, but give the market some time for price discovery. On these days, I think is especially important. See everything. I'm not sure what's been moving since the open, like actually ran. It seems like everything's fairly stagnant. Tesla is chopping. I'm just gonna click random ones here. Not really up. JD looks like it's trying to go up. Square. Zoom. How's Zoom doing? Not bad. Zoom's actually moving up a little bit. AMD, nice to land on that randomly. AMD's not in a bad spot. Trade Desk, MED, ANIC, NIO, AYX doing okay. Tilray stagnant. Crocs stagnant so far. Soxel stagnant so far, but it's brand new market day. And Cruise Line static so far. So we haven't had a lot of extensions up since the open. That's I think it's that relative price movement that's going to be a little more important on days like today. Yeah, so from that spread position, that's pretty cool. If I can put those on together, then Pays does? Really? Let's take a look at Pays. Yeah, it seems to have some decent volatility. All right, support at the 50-day moving average is good on Pays. Been kind of cradling it here the past little bit. 200 days getting pretty close. We may see a nice flip of those moving averages, which is usually pretty bullish. 2.2 for the Nasdaq. Yeah, not much to do so far yet. And UAL came right back down. For Pays? I didn't see one. No, there needs to be a prior. Oh, this guy. This little guy. Um, actually, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're 100% right. I think that is a cup and handle. Good job. You're doing great, Rob. Picking stuff I'm missing. Yeah, that's actually not bad. Not bad at all. And it even meets weekly IBD requirements, which is very interesting. So your buy point technically is 848, which is right outside of our line, and we just mentioned that 200-day moving average. So yeah, it was 146%. I think my thing told me. Well, isn't cup and handle continuation of the move, not bottom pattern. So yeah, I understand what you're saying. But so here's the move. 136% to the upside. That's the initial move. Cup and handle is a bullish pattern. It means we go up. A cup and handle in a downtrend doesn't mean we go down. It's not a continuation pattern. It is a bullish pattern. And here's your uptrend. I was thinking this didn't have a big uptrend, but hello, 140%. I can't argue with that. And then it's on its sixth week of a 7-week requirement for a cup and handle, 28.5% deep. I mean, pretty much everything is lining up for that, which I can't say I was thinking that when I saw it, but I guess I'm used to looking at TradingView too much. But actually, yeah, this is not bad at all. I kind of like it. So let's take a, okay, now I want to look at Pays. The one thing that's a little different about this particular cup and handle, and I think it's obviously due to the volatility here, is the volume isn't. Oh wow, looks like this thing during capitulation didn't really get that much volume at all. Let's go full screen here on Pays. So you can see there's a ton of volume. Okay, at the top, that's why there's that much volume. This was 2017, 2019. My eyes don't work. And volume's been kind of slowly drifting away. Then Corona hit right here, and wasn't that much pressure to the downside. So and then you get a cup and hand. Yeah, very interesting, Rob. That's yeah, that's interesting. I think we looked at Pays. I don't remember exactly the outcome of what we looked at, but let's go to investors. 81 composite, 19 relative strength rating, which is hot garbage. Definitely not a leader from that perspective by any stretch of the imagination. EPS 50% last quarter, pretty good. 133% last 3 quarters, good. Sales 46% is good. All these are green. Price is low, RS is low, super is down super low, so definitely not be a traditional IBD play. Also very low market cap. Average volume is good though, which means it's liquid enough to take positions in. Accumulation distribution is good. No percent change in funds owning stock. That could present a bit of a headwind right there. But I mean, it's got some decent signals on it. I mean, 81, yeah, I was gonna say a B, and it's about a B. So I don't know. I guess you'd have to know a little bit deeper about Pay's business and how it's doing just individually. So yeah, not too bad, but fundamentally, definitely has work to do. There we go. Yeah, so that's not too bad. I mean, it could start if it starts breaking out from here on volume, all those numbers at the bottom, they're a little bit quirky, are going to change. It's just the way that it is. Um, the thing is, are they going to change? That's the question. But yeah, Pays is definitely back on the good list. I would argue here for sure. Yeah, cup and a handle. All right, let's take a walk down. Let's go for a walk. And I think what I'm going to do is adjust my time axis so I can see things in a relative fashion. Actually, you know what? I had one for 6 months, daily 6 months or something. 1050, 200. Yeah, I think I'm going to add the 20 to this. Okay, so let's go from this perspective. There we go. Restore button. What do you mean? All right, so UAL here. Nicely coming out, just consolidating a little bit in my settings. Load style. Or these settings. There's a lot of settings. I didn't see restore. Where's restore? Oh, this? Restore all time axis style changes to last applied. Restore all time axis style changes. That's a lot to take in. I don't know what that means. Restore all time axis style changes to last applied. I have no idea. That's a weird one. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I don't want to globally apply anything at this stage of the game though. All right, IVR. This is not a website Rising. This is a desktop application for Windows. I'm not sure if it's on Mac. It's by TD Ameritrade called Think or Swim. Oh, you think that's what it does? That would be Restore all access style changes to last applied. Ooh. So last time I apply this, it restores the chart to that. Didn't work. No. Oh well. Still gonna be stuck with my chart moving on me. All right, let's look for other patterns here. UAL. You trying to go back up, UAL? It's not looking too bad. So we saw Pays with a cup and handle down there, thanks to Rob. So Pays is on our happy list. I want to see if there's any other chart patterns. GNC has kind of a broad cup and handle here if you consider one day a pop, and then a big pullback here. So that could be another time to get involved. GNC with changing management, which for many stocks can be a very, very good thing. Nikola, all right, finally settling down out of its crazy, crazy move. Pays with a cup and handle. ESNT high, high, high. Okay, AMD, broader cup and handle, or even a smaller cup and handle if you want to call that. But yeah, I agree. AMD really good here. Others pays again. INMD, a pullback to the breakout point here on INMD. That could be an opportunity. HEI ring, nice little symmetrical triangle here forming on the daily. It's like 50-day support is good on ring. Actually, that's pretty good. Ring's a consolidation in a stock that's been doing extraordinarily well. MED, HEI, Restoration Hardware, just hanging up here at that high, just not really doing much right now. Nvidia, bouncing back after yesterday, still under yesterday's high, but if we float around here, that won't be an issue. D-Dog, not giving a crap about yesterday. D-Dog looking super, super strong. This may just start floating on us up. Beyond Meat, been pretty bullish lately, actually. Consolidating right now. Kind of towards the lower ranges. Light, symmetrical triangle here on the weekly and on the daily. That's looking pretty good too. All right, AYX with a pretty broad cup and handle right here. 52% with COVID. Yeah, it's a little bit deep. A little bit deep, but I do like this consolidation on AYX. That one's pretty nice. Where's AYX? There we are. LAD, Dropbox. I think that's what DBX is. Definitely pulling back. Maybe a small undercut and rally right here. LVGO. Nice and tight. LVGO, nice consolidation. That's not bad. Anik, almost a cup and handle pattern right here. BLD, MU. It's Micron pulling back to a breakout point there. Intuit, stalling at recent highs there at 300. Not much going on at the moment. Net seems to be kind of calming down up here at about, was that $30, give or take? Our weekly ranges are kind of narrowing up in the same area, so that's going to lead to a nice consolidation on net. Space is still down here. Lazy nice and sideways up here. Sand nice and sideways up here. Fortinet, nice consolidation. GMed undercutting, testing the, looks like the 50-day. Nice. Pretty nice. Sand, LVS, Coop, Netflix, Ring, not to be confused with RNG, Amazon, pulling back a little bit, nothing crazy. Roku just can't get going. One day, but not today. IPHI, Amazon again, CCC. Take-Two Interactive, long-term turnaround candidate here. Getting right back above the trend line. Volume definitely declining, looking like it may be ready to move, but I'm not sure what's on the horizon. Them EPAM sitting right up here towards all-time highs. So that's intriguing. Procter and Gamble. No, you're getting close to the bottom when you're at Procter and Gamble. PFPT, Tesla doing fine around the 1,000 level. Domino's Pizza, a little bit more stalling up here. Not a lot of volume, but some stalling. And that's it for the actionable list. So I wrote down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stocks. Speaking of stocks, let's see what UAL's up to. Okay. All right, UAL trying to go for it here. We consolidated enough? Are we going to actually make a move? 2.17 for the NASDAQ. What else is up here? SkyWest, Cruise Lines, Genus, IVR, Soxel. They've both been kind of. I don't think this list has changed that much. I think they just swapped spots, but they've basically been up here. Buddy Nicola still consolidating that. Does Nicola have options? Oh, it's already got options. Man, they're just killing this thing. I'm gonna start playing with some of these spreads and seeing what I can do. It's like a new toy. All right, AMD up 5%. UAL stagnant. Well, it's funny because I can't necessarily sell puts on the account. Let's just take Nicola, for instance, because this is what I was thinking on Nicola. I'm like, okay, so this thing is, oh, the weekly gets the info, but the daily doesn't. Oh, that's weird. And I guess the 5 minute does, the weekly gets the data, but the daily doesn't get the data. Okay, that's strange. Anyway, my thought was this. I'm like, yeah, so hear me out. My thought was this, Ellie. My thought was, okay, so we got some options up here for, so 94.99. So 95 is the high. We're at 64, right? The volatility is going to be through the roof. What if I was like, because it has to be covered. It has to be, I think you have to cover a buy with a sell. So like, okay, what if I sell something, what if I sell something kind of, you know, close to the money, and then I bought something that was way out of the money? I can basically play the spread inversely. Like say I were to buy this 140. I want to put this on just for fun. Call spread. See if it'll even let me do it. If I can buy the 140, which is only going to cost me 35 cents, then I can sell this. I can sell like a 80 or something. Yeah, exactly. But if it doesn't cost me anything, see, if I were to just sell a call on this, if I were to just sell a call, I would have to either own 100 shares of their stock, which I don't want to do, or I'd have to keep that 100 shares of cash in my account, unable to do anything, which I don't want to do. So my thinking is, oh, maybe I can kind of take advantage of the situation. And 7 days out, I don't think Nikola is going to be rocking back up in 7 days. So the question is, so there's like an 80 up here. What's the 80? 300 bucks. So I'd bank 300 bucks on this. I want to try it. I want to give it a go. So I want to sell the 80 and I'm buying the 135. Will it let me do it? It looks like it will, and I'll gather 288. 288.97. I mean, worst case scenario is it I guess I have infinite. Yeah, yeah, I can track it. I think it's an interesting way to I'm trying to think if there's another way to limit risk here. I'd have to. Well, this is like I said, Rising, this is not an app. This is well, it is an app. It's a desktop application. It's Thinkorswim from TD Ameritrade. I don't know of any that are similar to this that you can just download for free. And now this is free. You just have to sign up for an account. I don't even think you have to put any money up. So you just go to TD Ameritrade and you can just buy it. Well, you don't even buy it, you just download it. All right, UA looking pretty good right there with higher lows all the way throughout. Small like 3%. I'm not sure what that means, Rob. Small like 3%. If you took the money and split it 50-50, wouldn't that be 50%? Oh, 3% total account. Gotcha. So what do you have big then? What do you have a big position? Basically just TQQQ or something? UAL looking pretty good right there. Excuse me. LVGO, Ring, AMD. All right, so I put that put that Nikola trade on. Just want to see how that one works out. It's not even, it's only like $300. It's not like I'm gonna make a ton of money on it. I think it's an interesting experiment. All right, UAL. Not really trying to blast off here. I'm not quite comfortable pulling a lot of these long triggers at the moment. Maybe later in the day if things settle out, but we we're up so high. IVR settling down. AMD coming in a little bit too. Excuse me. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, not bad. Not bad, Rob. That's cool. Okay, so I put that call spread on with Nicola, and they're perfectly fine giving me the money for Nicola. Can I? Doesn't show me the options there. So I'm selling the 135 call. So I was, as long as if it stays under 80, I'm essentially good to go on Nicola. Dude, that's fantastic, Rob. Hell yeah, dude. That's how you do it, son. Good job. Just writing this down here. Okay. Yeah, that RH trade was nuts. Did you get it up at that high? Did you sell it up at that high level? You held it longer than I did, right? You sold it up here, didn't you? When we were up towards the highs? Damn. Awesome. Can't argue with some of that. Good job, man. 1510 for UAL. Doesn't want to go up, doesn't quite want to go down yet. So NASDAQ pulling in here 1.6%. It was a little frothy for a 2% morning for no reason. Let's see how we end the day here today. I kind of like the power of my spreads though. Kind of exploring what they're doing and yeah, you know what? You were talking about TNA a while back and I saw oh damn. Um TZ and TNA had some crazy ass days. Yeah, let's just not play with the Russell. I mean, yeah, it's not playing with the Russell. It's too dangerous. Nasdaq's doing just fine. Just fine for the Nasdaq. So, yeah. And big day for the TQQQ as well. Yeah, big day for that. UAL appears to be one of the more healthy ones up here today. Soxel. Soxel hasn't had a lot of volume, but yesterday volume finally showed up and it was to the downside, unfortunately. Win consolidating after a breakout. Big move there. We'll see if we'll get another attempt. Maybe uh, Tesla shooting down, or is it happening right now? Oh yeah, it is moving to the downside. Gotcha. Actually, yeah, Tesla probably wouldn't be one bad to. I don't think we're gonna shoot right back up to 1,000 on Tesla either. That one could be one to sell one of those. Yeah, this one's a little bit riskier for practice. Practice. We talk about practice. I do pretty much all my trading in E-Trade. I don't know. I ain't betting against Tesla on this one. Not betting against Tesla on this one. Still above the 10-day moving average. I mean, I guess I could sell a spike to the 50-day, but I gotta play with this. What's it at? 774? I don't, from a technical perspective, I know the market is kind of fuddy right now, but every green day on Tesla has just been huge and every red day has been smaller. So I don't know. Trying to see if I can use my newfound powers for good rather than evil. But yeah, I mean, there's a couple ways to go here with my newfound spread powers. Oh, and we do have some red on the chart now. Actually, Domino's Pizza probably would be a great stock to do this on. I'm I'm kind of liking this. It's completely, it's like, I don't know. I've never done anything like this before with the spread thing. That's pretty cool. So let's take Domino's Pizza, for instance. Like that 400 appears to be a pretty good barrier. So I could sell the 400 here for basically 160. And then I could just buy this probably when I hear to 500. There's no way in hell that's happening. Oh, that should be 400. Could be 395. It actually feels like a new superpower because every time I do this, I'm just going to deposit money into my account. And if I do it with 7 days left, that means next Friday, I could do it today. So the 375 and the 385. My goodness. Talk about a superpower. I feel dangerous right now. Because if it skyrockets up, which I doubt Domino's Pizza is going to skyrocket. I think it's just about understanding the assets you're dealing with here, and this doesn't really spark me as a skyrocketing asset type of feeling. Yeah, just today I could. Okay, this is going to be dangerous. Let's switch to the current week. So current week, maybe 380 may be the way to go here. So sell the 380. Oh, wait. Yeah. So we sell the 380 and then we buy the 405. Sell the 380, which doesn't look right. Oh, hell yeah, Rob. That's cool. Get me a cape. I love it. How is that call $6? That makes no sense. Oh, I'm in a different week. That's why. Okay, that makes more sense. So I'm basically walking away with like $60, and the price today can't go above 380. And I wonder how many times I can do this. Like that's I don't know, fairly secure bet. Like I'm looking for almost a sure thing. A sure thing. This option expires today, so I mean I could take it up to 385 and be a little safer. I mean, because it's basically just free money. Uh, Paper trade that, Rob. I don't know if I'd put real money at risk on that one, to be honest with you. Just my personal opinion there. So if I sell the 385, which is only $5 out, I mean, so I got the 385 here, which is here. So it's got to make a full retracement today. And yeah, and there's no way, yeah. So I'm just worried about where I'm selling this call at if that's what I'm doing. Would they even let me do this? Let's put a trade where I get $12,000. I just get it. Would they let me do that? This would be the best strategy of all time. My commissions are $1,000 though. And it's a lot of commission. All right, I'm gonna do this, but not with quite as heavy a load. Ooh, I can't do it. See, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. All right, market coming in here a little bit. UAL still up 15.8%, but the Nasdaq's down down to 1.6. Domino's Pizza not coming in so hot. Level 4. Yeah, I can't in a Roth. It has nothing to do with. So what does this do to my purchasing power? Hmm. Murders my purchasing power. It's still making me cash cover those puts or whatever I'm selling. Gotcha. So it's not a get out of jail free card. I was hoping it was a get out of jail free card, but it's not. All right, well, that's not going to happen. There you go. Good little learning experience. So, CHNR, is that a China one? Oh, there you go. All right, well, today's Friday, guys. We'll see how stuff goes. All right, UAL finally trying to come in a little bit here. Market 1.4%, so we're finally wearing off. As no further upside progress was made, the market appears like it's going to. Look at Winnebago, man. Holy crap. Just walking up that 10-day line. It's almost dead straight. Almost. So, yeah, so I think we're not going to be rising right back into new highs. At least the way it appears right now, we're kind of pausing. I may take off in a little bit here, guys. Digest a little bit what's going on here. But yeah. All right, so my newfound superpower is not a superpower. I thought it was going to be a superpower so I could have unlimited money, but nay, it is not going to be unlimited money, unfortunately. There's something else that I'm exploring called covered calls. Yeah, probably not, Rob. You may like covered calls though. So um, TQQQ, I was actually thinking about working this on the TQQQ. So if you get 100 TQQQs, oh, here we go. Here's the TQQQ. Or any stock. This can go for any stock, right? Um, okay, so yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about two things at once there. If you have 100 TQQQs, and what you can do is you can actually sell calls. You can actually you can actually sell them. So let's say you have 100 TQQQ and we're like way up here and what you can do is you can go, you know what, I don't think we're going to get to whatever the strike price is. Let's say today, right? So today there's 0 days left. Right now you could take your 100 TQQQs and say, okay, probably not getting to 90 today. You can actually sell one of these 90 calls and it's not a lot of money, but you would just bank like 35 bucks. Just quick and easy, $35. It's not life-changing money, but anyway, it's an idea. Just something to do, just kind of, you know, like I'm not even sure if that's worth the husk because you got 9,000 to make 35 bucks. Not very good, but you see my general point. See my general point, you can actually And like, let's say you think that's not going to happen for a while, you can go over here and you can sell. Because what's the all-time high for the Nasdaq or the for the TQs? 118. You can sell this 115 for, well, $100. Yeah, it's not that great. Anyway, it's better than nothing. You can just kind of leverage your leverage your shares a little bit. $35 is really nothing, but it is what it is. Just exploring other opportunities. That's all. All right, so Nasdaq back to 1.6. UAL doesn't appear to be drifting away quite yet. Let's see how that Nikola one goes. I think that one was pretty good. I did take that Nikola position. So I sold that one at 80. So we shouldn't get back above 80, hopefully, if we consolidate here for a week or so. I don't think that's something too drastic to expect. Chatter of a super high market cap on Nikola, but we didn't see that way when we looked. Um, yeah, I think it was pretty high actually. So we can just pull it up on IBD here real quick. You leaving? Okay, bye, babe. Ethan's dressed and brushed his teeth and wants to know if he can play Minecraft. I didn't want to come in here and bother you because he knows you're streaming. So why are you in here bothering me because I'm streaming? So I was thinking about it anyway. So is he playing Minecraft then? Oh, okay. Yeah, he can play if he got dressed. Sure. Yeah, 1.9 billion market cap for Nikola. I mean, you can argue that's relatively high for a company that, you know, doesn't have anything. Wow, 44% change in funds owning stock. Dang. 611? Oh, this was yesterday. What's going on here? This is new with Nikola. Here, let me do this so I can see chat. Nikola looks for a partner in talks with car makers to help produce Badger electric truck, while Ford is delaying electric models. Nikola stock reverse lower. Badger faces off against the Cybertruck. Amazon backed Rival Rivian. 2 quarters increasing. Oh, on IBD. We'll go back there in a sec. Oh yeah. And then yeah, Eli countered with, "Yeah, well, we're actually going to make our semi truck that we can make." And they're like, "Ooh, yeah, about that?" Oh, it's increasing fund ownership. It's not stock something. It's just so IBD actually goes through all the mutual fund reports and they see how many quarters they're increasing mutual fund ownership. So, yeah, just by that amount of support, this thing should do pretty good. Just with that much support. Definitely is going to be a story stock. Probably, it won't be a play for any kind of fundamental reason though. All right, Nasdaq 1.36 right now. UAL still holding on to 14%. Looks like it's coming down though. All right, that makes a little more sense here. Yes, well, See, Tesla's proven that you can make an electric car, and I think a lot of people are saying, yeah, we can make an electric car. Um, so, but yeah, at the same time, I really don't think, yeah, I really don't think that they have, a lot of them are just aren't going to have what it takes in reality. Hmm. All right, 116 now for the Nasdaq. Yeah, well, with options expiring today, I'm thinking about doing one of those covered calls on UAL today. Now that the high may have been established, haven't pulled triggers yet, but it's looking okay. Tesla beating Domino's Pizza to the downside right now. Yeah, Tesla definitely coming under fire there. Domino's Pizza and then UAL. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. Actually, guys, I'm just gonna take off. I'm gonna get out of here. Guys, have a good weekend. Kids need me, so I'm just gonna bounce. Yeah, have a good weekend. Stay safe, and I will see you guys on Monday. All right, bye bye.